Welcome one and all to Grosvenor Vale here in Ruslip, North London. You join us just as the captains are going through the coin toss. And the two sides for the host Wealdstone. There's some familiar names in their starting line. Up number 4, Omar Musa, who was at Torquay last season, and Dylan Kadji, who was part of the Western-super-Mare side that missed out on the playoffs. On the bench, Lucas Coverland, the former Torquay and Worthing goalkeeper. An addition late in the piece for manager Sam Cox. And for the Tinners this afternoon, well, they are unchanged from the side which defeated St Albans City 5-2 on the final day of the season 106 days ago. Truro City, that familiar 3-4-1-2 formation with Dominic Johnson-Fisher and Tyler Harvey, last season's National League South Player of the Year, leading the line for John Askey's side. We're almost ready to go. The referee, Mr. Farmer, just checking with his two assistants, Kieran Fiddler and Carl Sir. History is about to be made, and quite fittingly it's Ponsanooth's Luke Jeffcott that will get us underway. Truro City's adventure as a National League side is underway, and Dean goes down the line looking for Harvey. It's come off Harvey's head, but he's headed it back to Yasin Ane. A spot of early head tennis. Kretschmar headed forward for the home side. And there was Kadji. It's going to be a free kick for Wealdstone, who only survived on the last day of the season thanks to a 3-1 win over Halifax here at Grosvenor Vale. Neil Gibson left by mutual consent during the summer, replaced by Sam Cox, his second spell in charge of the Stones, and a real chance for the hosts, who have been second best so far in his open 20 minutes. Kretschmar's there, Georgiou with his left foot, pretty central. There's Musa there as well, if they wanted to try something different. But will it be Kretschmar to go up and over? No, it's Georgiou, and it's straight off Tyler Harvey's head. Well, Harvey again wins the second header, and Harvey out on the far side, battling there with Musa. Shirt pulls, and Harvey's wrestled to the ground by Kretschmar. Free kick, says the referee. Baptiste will bowl out to Tiencia, and Tiencia just goes back to Woodman. Wealdstone have been prepared to be patient at the back so far. A couple of hairy moments, certainly with Baptiste's distribution. And he can only find the head of Connor Riley-Lowe. Jeffcott shrugs off a defender. Harvey heads back. This is neat and tidy from Truro. Rooney out to Riley-Lowe. Will Riley-Lowe cross? No, he goes down the line. Jeffcott, Anea wants it. Anea's got it, chests it to Harvey. Or was Yasin Anea better off shooting there? Well, he gets a congratulatory hand slap from Harvey. Thumbs up as well. Pretty cynical foul on Yasin Anea, and Dean will take it quickly up to Johnson-Fisher. Oh, what a turn! What a touch from Johnson-Fisher! Caught in two minds. Harvey wanted the ball in the box, and Baptiste can just bowl out, and Tiencia can get on with it again for Wealdstone, and that's long, and that's off the head of Will Dean, and it'll be back into the arms of Dan Lavercombe. Corner to be taken by Kretschmar. They've had a number of corners in this opening 37 minutes, all the way to the back post, and Johnson-Fisher, turn from Johnson-Fisher. Now then, he's got Musa clipping his heels. The referee's been lenient so far in this game as Aaron Farmer. Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain guilty of a cynical foul in the centre of field. Wasn't booked, but I think that's just a little bit too obvious there. Kadji it is. I thought it was Musa. My apologies. And it is Kadji that's shown the yellow card for, well, he had a handful of Johnson-Fisher's shirt, then he clipped his heels. It'll be a free kick to Truro City. He play out on the left-hand side. It's with a Darkwa. Darkwa's got options in front of him. Goes past Rooney. Great run, great shot. Oh, my goodness, off the crossbar. Did Lavercombe get a touch on it? Riley-Lowe's clearance Danger not over yet. The two number 3s battling out there, Georgiou. Georgiou's going to have it back again. Going to cross. Hangs it up. It's flicked just wide by Max Kretschmar. But what an effort there from Adarkwa. And Truro City have survived. It remains 0-0. But that's the closest we've come to a goal so far. Out of nothing really, Adarkwa cut in, he beat Rooney. And he was trying to bend it into the top corner. Short corner. Back out to Kretschmar. Is that going to go over everyone's head? It is. It's out for a goal kick. One of the supporters has just retrieved the ball there. 90 seconds to go until the interval. Corner's going to be swung in. Goes deep. Off the head of Cook down into the ground. The players take a tumble. Cook with another header and another header and a goal! Enzio Boldewijn. The ball was up in the air not once, not twice, but 3 times. And eventually Boldewijn, he got the decisive touch into the bottom corner, past the outstretched arms of Dan Lavercombe. Cleared upfield to Johnson Fisher. He takes a tumble, but Harvey picks the ball up, and Harvey will just run one down the line for Johnson Fisher to chase with Woodman there. Johnson Fisher takes a tumble. Referee takes a look at his watch, and the referee blows his whistle. So the first 45 minutes for Truro City as a National League side, and they trail here at Grosvenor Vale by a 1-0. It was Enzio Boldewijn after a spot ahead tennis in the Truro City box who got the decisive touch. A minute before the break, the ball nestling in the bottom corner. So after 45 minutes, it's Wealdstone 1, Truro City 0. No changes from either side at the break. Truro with options on their bench. A number of players that if they come on will make their debuts. Max Kinsey, Jake Taylor, Lyric Asani, Rakeel Pike, Ben Starkey and Aidan Stone. Sam Sanders, the only player to represent Truro previously, just as Dominic Johnson Fisher gets himself back in position. The referee, Aaron Farmer, has had a good game in the first half for mine. Let quite a bit go. We are back underway under the bright, hot North London skies, and the ball's headed forward by Dean. Jeffcott loses out in midfield. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Is that Rooney there? Up to Harvey, off the head of Harvey. Jeffcott just can't quite control, and it's with Dion Woodman. To the far side, ball clipped down the line. Dean has a pirouette, and then he's bundled over by Adarkwa, and it'll be a free kick to Truro City. Should be taken by Dan Lavercombe. Rooney loses out in midfield to Kretschmar. Oxlade-Chamberlain round on the cover. Obiero for company. And Obiero's picked the pocket of Oxlade-Chamberlain. Into the box, Kretschmar with the shot. Well held by Lavercombe. Would have had to been some effort to beat him at his near post, but he held well, Dan Lavercombe. Wealdstone so threatening from set pieces. Headed clear by Law, and Rooney mops up to Johnson Fisher. Johnson Fisher brushes off one, and Johnson Fisher's away. He's got a nair inside him. Johnson Fisher's still going. Brilliant from Tiensia. He recovers magnificently there, and it's a corner to Truro City. Well, great play all round from both sides there. Johnson Fisher with a lightning break. Tiensia matched him for pace and averts the danger. Adarkwa with his back to goal. And Wealdstone will go over halfway with Boldewijn. Good ball. Kretschmar, saved by the legs of Dan Lavercombe. For the only time in the game, Wealdstone have played through Truro City. Zach Bell just trudges off in front of Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's going to take this long throw in front of the Truro City fans. In it goes, off the head of Harvey, all flick goalwards. Could Pike have perhaps stuck a foot out and gambled there? Harvey perhaps had more time than he thought, but it's wide of the mark. But Truro still pressing for a way back into this game. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now Rooney, here's Taylor with some space in front of him. Lovely ball from Taylor. Johnson Fisher's in behind. Caught in two minds, Johnson Fisher once more. Should he have shot? Should he have crossed? In the end, it ends up in the grateful arms of Dante Baptiste. And Wealdstone survive. Out on the far side, it's Cadgy, but Pike comes away with it. Rakeel Pike. Well, Pike loses out to Hutchinson. Hutchinson is going to cross. Hangs one up. Dean. Oh, and Hutchinson. Well, the home side wanted a penalty, but they've got a goal. Georgiou with the free kick. If he does find the mark, the scoreline will be incredibly harsh on Truro City. Georgiou with his left foot. Good effort. Good save from Lavercombe. Does keep it at 2-0 and Riley Lowe will clear upfield for the Tinners. Cook. Into midfield it goes. It's with the substitute, young Coombs, who's been bright since he's come on. Young Coombs nearly in behind. Lavercombe bowls out to Will Dean, and there goes the full-time whistle. Truro City's maiden National League game ends in defeat. Goals in each half for the host Wealdstone. Enzio Boldevine put the Stones ahead in the first half, and then they completed the job late in the piece through substitute Dom Hutchinson. It's finished Wealdstone 2, Truro City 0.